All right, folks, welcome to another video. Today's video going to be how it is to live life on the road. I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing. You know, when I do this line of work, whether if it's, driving a tractor trailer, doing, OTR work, regional work, or even expedited freight, which is essentially what I'm doing right now. How is it living life on the road? Now, as you see, with that sign right there, I am at a rest area here in Illinois, just south of Champaign, Illinois, I want to say. This is a prime example of what you will deal with when you're living life on the road while doing this line of work. Now, of course, this is Memorial Day weekend, so there is a lot of sitting. Like, I've been sitting so much this week because of it being a holiday week. Things, they do tend to slow down when there's a holiday week. So this week I had I don't want to say this week. Well, yeah, I guess still this week, technically. I've got one run, which is what I'm on now, that left Laredo, Texas on, let's see, today is Monday, Memorial Day. I picked up that load Thursday. No, I picked it up Friday, Friday evening, at 8 p.m. And it didn't have to drop off it doesn't drop off until tomorrow at 8 in the morning. So, in a sense, I had all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and all day today to take this load 1,500 miles. That was my only run for the week. Now, because of that, life on the road as an expediter, you could run into different situations. Like, for one, as you can see, well, you may not be able to see right there, that is freight. Now, normally in that spot is a bed that folds down. Well, I lost my bed when I got this load. Normally when I get 3 pallets, which is not often, okay? Usually I have 1 and then sometimes 2, but it's rare that I have 3. When I have 3, it's almost a guarantee that it will take up my bed space. So, it took up my bed space, okay? The first night, I had to sleep in this seat. Now, because it takes up my bed space, 9 times out of 10 is going to stop your seat from folding back. So, I had to literally sleep sitting up like this, okay? So, I lost my bed. The second night, I said, screw it, I'm going to get a hotel. That's what I did. My fleet owner helps out with like $35 of it. But sometimes you go through that. Sometimes when you lose your bed due to freight, you are faced with the situation whether if you want to get a room for the night and spend more money, or you're just gonna eat it up and just sit in your seat. Now, the choice is yours, but realize that, like, for me, I only had the 1 load that week, and which I don't get paid for it for probably another couple weeks. But for every little thing you do out here, that's an expense that's taken away from what you made. So, with that being said, um, you are faced with many situations being out here doing expediting. You will sit a lot. You will face these situations where, hey, I don't have my bed no more. Do I get a room? Do I stay in the front seat? When you're out here on the road, some people like to get hotels. You will stay in different places. Sometimes that will affect your sleep. My best sleep usually comes when I'm at home. Out here, your sleep is so broken up. You could be sleeping in a seat like this where it's upright. Some days you could be sleeping in the back of your bed with 90-degree weather. Sometimes you can be out here sleeping in the back when it's 20 degrees outside. So you have to adapt to living life out here on the road doing this line of work, because life ain't gonna change to fit you. You have to kind of adapt to it. You will be spending money out here. You have to, food, your toiletries, whether or not you want to get a hotel because you lost your bed, whether if you want to get a hotel because you're in a place like Laredo where it's 100 degrees every day. You are faced with those dilemmas. And it's not easy living out here on the road. There are some people that feel that it is. All you got to do is pick up a load, take it from point A to point B. While that might be true, that's not all it is to it. It's stressful doing this. Believe it or not, there is so many stresses out here. Stresses from the shipper to the receiver, to dispatch not giving you the correct information sometimes, to dispatch not giving you enough information, to having to drive for other people on the road. And what I mean by that is that you as a driver, depending on the company, you might have to have a CDL. So you are either way a professional driver. You are supposed to drive for other people. And what I mean by that is you have to always be on alert. You have to always be looking. So you see this person coming up on your left. Are they going to get over? You look to see that. You look to find that out. You can pretty much figure if they're going to get over or not. You look at the person passing you. Are they on their phone? If they are on their phone, now you got to pay attention to not only what's in front of you, but to what's on the side of you. Because I've had it plenty of times people are on their phone and then they drift. And then when they drift into my lane, and then I have to slow down and all that. But if they're on the phone and I'm on the phone when that happens, what's going to happen? Bam, accident. So it's stressful having to deliver the load safely and efficiently at the same time you're driving for these other people. So you got to keep that in mind. I say a lot of times that when I stop for the night, my mind is still racing 50 miles a minute, just because, it's just racing from all the events of the day. You got to deal with driving through traffic, driving through these big cities, like coming from Laredo, Texas, having to go through San Antonio, Austin, Waco, Dallas, having to go through all these different cities, which they're in relatively close proximity of each other, and then going down to 35 where there's nothing but construction. You have to deal with that, the constant slowing down, the constant, traffic that might occur. I mean, there's so many different stresses one has to go through when being out on the road. So, to live out on the road, is it easy? No, it's not. Can you make money out here? Yes, you can. Can you enjoy life out here? Yes, you can. Because contrary to popular belief, it's not all boring being out here. Now, granted, your number one thing should be to make money, but also there are times where you have moments where you could sit back, enjoy the scenery, catch a movie, get a nice dinner, you know, do all these different things. You can't do that because you are getting paid to do so. So life on the road could be a dream to some. It is to me. It could, you can make it work, you know, and it could be good. You know, you just have to remember money to be made first, and then pleasure comes later. But that's it for this video, folks. This is Great Simulator. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care.